no secret about that. If you look at what you've achieved and what you've done, the 500 world record, the axle at last year's Euros world record. Big amount of buzz coming into Europe's this year, which we're not too far away from now, Ed. And that one thing that I know you'd love to get your hands on, and particularly around your potential, the log. Big Z. He's the man, isn't he? Everybody talks about Big Z and probably the greatest strongman of all time. You hear that bounding about left, right and centre. But his signature lift, the log, he's got the world record. 227, I think, now. Europe's strongest man. What do you think? Is it doable? How high can you go?
Yeah, it's doable. I tell you what's putting a beam up on it right now is that somebody else is classed as the strongest man that's ever lived, and that's Zydrunas. But I don't think that's the case. I think Zydrunas is the greatest strongman to ever live. Doesn't necessarily mean he's the strongest strongman to ever live. I think I'm the strongest strongman to ever live. There's two ways, you know. He's a 20-year career plus. He's got hundreds of world records, hundreds of powerlifting strongman titles, 4 world strongest man titles, 8 Arnold titles. I couldn't even compete with that. But in terms of strength, I think I bettered Big Z over the years. And I've got the half-ton deadlift. I've got a world strongest man title. I've got the axle world record. The only thing that keeps popping up that's really irritating me is that world record log. And I need it. I need it to solidify that stature of being the strongest man to have ever lived. I need that world record log press, because then I'll have all those world records in a pot with a world strongest man title, and that's there forever.
Yeah, absolutely. It will truly be defining in all the areas of strength. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. If you're sort of pulling numbers out the air, and you've done some pretty impressive numbers when people have thought that it wasn't possible, where do you think you can go to with that? What would be a really good day, realistically, in Leeds? At
the minute, I don't think there's anybody on the planet right now that's capable of doing 230 kilo, not even Big Z. So that's my goal, 230 kilo. If you'd have asked me that 2 years ago, when I was setting my goals and you know, talking about the 500 kilo, I genuinely think if I put my heart and soul and mind and everything into it, I think I could push press 1/4 of a ton above my head in a log format.
Jesus Christ. Phenomenal.